All right, so here we are, the Grand Fleet, the grand opening. Is it grand opening or the launch? The launch of the Grand Fleet podcast. It's one of your hosts, it's your boy Eric. It's my other two co-hosts. Introduce yourselves.
Yo, who's going first? I'm going first. I guess I'm going first. Yo, I'm Ed. I'm Ed. You know, I've been a One Piece fan for about roughly 10 years now. I know a bit of knowledge there. I'm not the smartest person. I ain't no teching. I'm not, I ain't no library or anything like that, but I know a lot about One Piece, so
Shout out to Tekken.
happy to be here. Yes, y'all, big shout out to Tekken, by the way.
Yeah, it's just us
Or
three.
literally, this is just you, boy.
Love hearing, love discussing. Exactly. That's what we're here for, baby. We probably should have opened up also like all our favorite characters, but that's cool. Fuck it. All right. Yeah, yeah, we could do next chapter. Next chapter will be next episode will be a little longer. All right. So I know nuts, right? All right. So we're here to review chapter 984, and we're here to give our opinions, what we think's gonna happen, best parts, what we rated it. I guess we could open up with what we rated the chapter. Anybody want to go first? Anybody want to?
Um, I'll go first on this one. I 984. I rate. Uh, I want to rate the chapter like because the first part of the chapter, right? The first part of the chapter was what did it focus on? It focused on what Luffy interacting with what's his face Yamato again, right? And then it cuts back to Onigashima. And you kind of you see what's going on at the festival, which honestly kind of like brings my rating down a little bit because the focus was kind of all over the place. It was like there was like three different areas to focus on, and then the focus on Law and the Scabbards, and then um Nekomamushi popping up, and then there's a reveal at the end of the chapter with with I was about to say Kanjuro, wow, with Yamato actually being a female. That reveal, if it was just those two, bro, I would have gave the chapter like a solid like 9. Um, but there's been so many questions that's raised in this chapter. I'll bring up later on. That I legit give this chapter like like a 8.5 or like a solid 8. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I agree. I give it like a 8.5. I think if it wasn't for that crazy Yamato reveal, the chapter probably would have been a little weak. You know? That yeah, about a 6. I would say about a 6 or even a 5, bro, cuz there wasn't really anything much in it. Like it was dope that we got to see Law. Every time we see Law, it's always dope. Like Law's fire shit. Yep. Yeah, nah, if you could feel the atmosphere changing. Like it's about to pop off.
Oh no, bro. You talking about chapters 9, 55, 56, and 57, bro? No. It was 56, 7, and 8. Those three chapters, bro. 556, 57, and 58. Those three chapters, Oda was not messing around. Man. They were tens. Like it's especially the bounty chapter. That chapter was oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Like and the chapter about yeah, go ahead.
Yo, let me ask you about that. What do y'all think is in the water? Y'all really think it's Perispero in the water, or cause uh, community is saying it could be the remaining of the. That's what I'm saying, bro. It could be the rest of the the Big Mom pirates, and they get knocked down again. That could be that. It seems, or it could be, bro. It could be someone else, bro. We don't even fucking know yet. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, 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 yep. That's not really a twist though, because that's exactly like they say like that's how she likes to do her alliances. So I could see Yamato, because it's perfect timing. Because when we saw Kaido crying, he was like, "Well, bring me my worthless son Yamato." So I'm pretty sure he was gonna be the sacrifice to get married, and then Big Mom was probably gonna give someone else to get married from theirs. Could have been Pudding since the wedding just got crashed with Sanji. You know what I mean?
Honestly, the people that or whoever's in the water, I haven't heard. I don't know if anyone has already said this, but what if it's the rest of the fishermen pirates? Um, and they make it like a surprise appearance or something, because they didn't really go into detail what happened at Whole Cake Island after Luffy left. He just Jinbei and all of them were just left behind, and and then for the longest time, remember how everyone was memeing? They were memeing the fact that Jinbei had gone missing, and Oda probably forgot about him, and blah 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 blah. And then like Oda he's keeping now because think about it, Whole Cake Island didn't really come to an end. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was kind of left up in the air, and everything that happened is just up for interpretation at this point. And it's like, who
Mhm.
knows what happened to the rest of the fishermen and pirates? Is that the name of them? I forgot the name of the
Yeah,
that
I think it is. Or is it? It's either the Fishman parts or the Sun Pirates, probably.
Sun Pirates. That's what it is. Is it Sun Pirates? Or some? Yeah. So it's like that thing in the water that Marco pointed out. It could be Aladdin. Um, because I could definitely see Aladdin showing up. Um, but I don't know, man. That because that's the one thing. Oda always does this. He always drops hints about something in a chapter that isn't really a primary focus, and then it becomes a primary focus later on. But one thing I do want to get into though is like, why do y'all think Yamato idolizes Odin so much? Like, because honestly, I'm stumped. I don't see why. I mean, I have an idea why, but it's like it just like it doesn't really go anywhere from there for me. You know what I'm saying? Because she literally, even though she identifies as a man, she's still a woman. As the title of the card said, because let's be clear, the thing said daughter of Kaido. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she knows that she's a woman, but she identifies as a man. So it's weird how she is. How can I say this? How she's trying to change the narrative of Odin without making it very obvious. You know what I'm saying? Because with the mask and everything, and I don't know, but as go ahead. hmm hmm
Wait. All right. So this is where I gotta cut in, because this is where I agree with some people in the community. How strong can Yamato really be if Ulti got right back up and she barely had scratches on her mask, on her face mask? You think she's a little under Luffy? Just a little? That's crazy. That's like a little, bro. That's like saying, bro. Hold on. That's like saying, okay, so let's say the Toby Robo have to fight the rest of the Straw Hats because they'll let Luffy
hmm
advance to fight Kaido. If you're saying that they're like a little before Luffy, the Straw Hats are not gonna be able to take her on because we know Nami's yeah, Nami got that Zeus and shit buff, but she's out of the picture right now. She's busy, and so is Robin. Robin's Robin was called by Orochi to be the geisha dancer, so she's about to run into. Oh wait, no, she was with Jinbei. Shit.
Yeah, she's in the festival
Fuck,
along
that's
with
right. Damn,
Frankie was there too. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
my
Frankie's
mind
also
just
there.
went all the way to the beginning of one. I'm a dumbass. I can't tell you who's gonna fight who either. I I want that.
Man, everyone wants that. That's something the community pointed out the moment Marco showed up.
Yeah, but but that's too obvious though.
Who the Zoro fight? It might end up being Luffy versus Kaido. As like against all odds, might be Luffy versus Kaido and then Zoro versus Orochi. Because you know Zoro is really
Yeah,
Zoro
yep.
does not like Orochi right now. That's his focus.
That's where I'm going.
All right, that's fair. But I'm saying like to answer your question about Zoro though, like I can see Zoro going up against Orochi because if we look at, I mean, because like story writing wise, it makes sense for Zoro to actually fight somebody who is, you know, boss level. I'll say because since and I told Eric this countless times since Enies Lobby, Zoro really had to had a good fight, like that actually pushed him. You know what I'm saying? And it
Hmm.
was like, cause yeah, after that, who did he fight?
Well,
I mean, he could.
you could say the training that he did during that 2 year time skip pushed him because it did. It was pushing him
I
to the
mean, yeah, but
edge,
I mean, the whole crew got pushed though. I mean,
and
like a spot, like a
he
moment
also got
within.
pushed by Kuma. Kuma tested his ass with that shit though. I mean, that's
Yeah, but
still
it
a
wasn't really
test.
a fight though. It wasn't really
Oh
a
yeah,
fight though.
you're right. All right, so if we're arguing
Yeah,
on fights, then yeah, nah, he hasn't
yeah, a
had a good
fight. Yeah,
fight.
yeah. Yeah. He hasn't had a good fight since Kaku.
Yeah.
So it's like it would only make sense at this point that he fight somebody who could actually that is actually formidable, like Orochi, because we haven't really seen Orochi do anything yet. At least as far as I remember, Orochi has really he's shown how strong he is a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But then at the same time, it's like I don't know what Oda's gonna do with the other characters that actually mean something to this arc, like Denjiro and Kanjiro and all the scabbers and everything. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I doubt they're gonna just sit on the side and let
Well,
these outside pirates do something.
this is why this is gonna be one of the longest arcs because I think we might get. I think it's gonna be a war where we literally see everybody get a fight, even 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 the Grand Fleet, because we know the Grand Fleet's coming, and I think the Toby Ropo is gonna be left. I think if it's not the Toby Ropo, it has to be the Big Mom Pirates because they did get pushed back down. So the Grand Fleet could run into them. There's a chance of that. So I could see it going that way, but not all of them, but some.
It's just a sword. It's just sword,
It's
honestly.
just sword, yeah. Because remember, Marines is out of the yeah, but that's out of the jurisdiction. That's where they have sword there, right? They have Drake. Cause, cause that looks like it's like sword is like it's some like low key special ops bullshit. It's like the counter to CP0. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, we might see that we might. I think if it doesn't, if once we come back, I think we either go back to a Yamato flashback or we go back to the reverie and see what happened there. Mhm.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't. I seen that too a couple of days ago, and I don't know what tragedy would Oda hit us with. That's if he's following that format because it's never been confirmed. It's just that people have they just drew the comparison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, Oda could be doing that, but he could just leave out some elements that that make that story that playwriting legit. That he might just do. He might. I mean, I think it's his story. He might do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? It might not be a tragedy, but if there was tragedy though, I can't see anyone else other than Law dying. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't
Who's that?
know.
I could see Marco dying. I could see Marco dying.
Really?
hmm
I mean, maybe Denjiro.
I could definitely see thing dying. Yo, the thing that I think it was Tekken who said it, but he said, you know how Marco was like, oh, what's that shadow in the water? He was saying like, what if it's Weevil? Because Weevil was after Marco. That would be. Hey, remember, and this is where it got super crazy because they're like, oh, whatever. We don't want to go down this rabbit hole. Forget it. But
Hmm.
um,
Yeah. Hey. Happy birthday, Jay.
you had to mute your mic. But yeah, what'd you say? If you throw, what kind of curveball could it be though?
Henry, you might want to leave, bro. This is spoiler territory, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Henry, that's why I sent Henry a message. I was like, yo, if you join the party, I was like, meet your mic, we're recording something. And then comp. Yeah, Henry, just leave. Henry, leave the party.
I'll just mute all of y'all. Shit. Except Jay.
Yes, I'm gonna timestamp this. I'm gonna have to cut this out the pod. Alright, keep going, keep going. Alright, keep going. Who, as a curve, like a crazy curveball? Let me see what's been going on in Wano. I think Momonosuke does. Momonosuke or Yamato. Momonosuke he actually gets sacrificed, and then they learn that this girl praises Oda, and like she even said that Oda's journal is her Bible, and they're like, oh, she's honorable enough to make her the new leader of Wano, type bullshit. You know what I mean? That's fucking nuts. That'd be crazy, cause you just killed off a fucking kid, and nobody ever dies in One Piece, bro. here's Momonosuke. That's what he gets for telling fucking the elephant to take so long to swing, bro.
Hey, I don't see Momonosuke dying, man.
No, who do you think?
Nah, he has way too much
Well,
plot
that's
armor on
well,
him, bro.
that's what he said, a curveball, and that's a fucking curveball. That's a hard curveball.
That's a
You think?
stop,
Nah.
stop.
That's really your curveball? All right, who's your curveball? Nah, what's your curveball for one though? Oh, I can see it,
Yeah,
man.
no, Kinemon might just die because they hinted that after Junjiro explained the real plan of the markings, whatever that Yasue did, and then Kinemon said, "I probably just used all the luck I have left in my life, so I might not survive this." Blah 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 blah. So like that. So yeah,
That's
he said that.
foreshadowing, bro.
Yeah, so he might die just off of that alone. But by the way, let me go off a tangent real quick. That was probably the funniest twist I've
What?
that the fact that Conjuro had the plan wrong the entire time
Uh,
about that was I like the plan, and then the fact that it was wrong the whole time, and he stood there pretending that that's exactly what I was trying to do because it was his, and then bro, no, the King of Lightning's reaction to that joke, his video, yo, what made it even funnier was how in the next chapter, Danjiro he kept thinking that Kanjuro was a damn like mastermind or something. The whole time he was just as fooled as everyone else. But that was smart though, because but my only problem is it didn't really mean anything because like Kanjuro was able to go to Onigashima and warn Orochi anyway.
Mhm.
So
Yo, my dude Kinemon with the Dofi drip and Dressrosa was hilarious, bro. When he dressed up as
oh, when he put the rock
yo,
on his head and he was like and then he
out of nowhere,
transformed.
the nigga looked like a fake ass Dofi, bro. I was like, oh man, and he was fooling everybody. That shit was so great. That Dofi drip was fire.
You know what's crazy? He's Kanjuro, not Kanjuro. Kinemon has been a One Piece character for almost half the series now.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
since
think of it, bro,
Poker.
that's crazy, bro.
All right, let me ask y'all something before where this is where I want to. Do y'all think Law betrays Luffy?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
said
bro,
no.
bro, bro, bro. It's been foreshadowed from the very beginning. The moment he brought up the moment he brings up to Luffy to form an alliance, Robin says, "I'm gonna follow your lead, Luffy." But most pirate alliances end in betrayal.
Oh, I love that. He's like, hey, you gonna betray
And
me?
that was
No.
and that was and then Oda plays it off. He plays it off with Luffy with a joke. But Luffy's, are you gonna betray me? No. And then Luffy laughs and he smiles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's clearly some form of foreshadowing for something. You know what I'm saying? I would. All right. No. Here's what I said. If Law doesn't betray Luffy, fine. But it wouldn't shock me if he goes and does it anyway, because it's been hinted at. The idea has been played with. Yeah, exactly. You know, right, right.
Mm. I
I can
think
see that happening.
I think we have a crazy review. I think we have a crazy I think we have a crazy reveal, and Law has had Luffy's heart since Marineford,
That'd be
and then and
wild,
then
bro.
and then some crazy shit happens from there. But I think I said I think there's a crazy reveal, and they reveal that Law has been having Luffy's heart ever since Marineford. He's been having that in the back of his pocket, like just in case, you know. That'd be fucking nuts. Hey, you think Big Mom betrays thing? Kaido? How so? How so though? How would she go about it? How would she go about it? What do you think? What do you think, Ed? Do you think it even? Do you think the alliance even gets formed, or do you think she betrays Kaido?
I mean, that's another thing. Like Robin's, my voice keeps cracking today. Jesus Christ, that's another thing. Robin said most pirate alliances end in betrayal. And on top of that, Big Mom and Kaido both come from the Rocks Pirates, where the entire that's a pirate group of people that try to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? So she might. I mean, I can see Big Mom trying to cross with Kaido, and then it backfires. That's what I can see happening. I can see her. I can see her. Go ahead. I think I seen something like that.
It was the panel. It was the chapter before, right? Yeah. It was what when he was swimming to Onigashima. Yeah. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people saying that he could be the next leader of the Big Mom Pirates, or it has to be Katakuri. But I mean, it only makes sense that it would go to the eldest son, right?
I mean, yeah.
But we don't know the full extent powers of Perospero either. Exactly, he ain't no punk. He probably ain't no punk, you know.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I just feel like there's unfinished business of Big Mom, you know? Just
With Big Mom and the Straw Hats, or just Big Mom in general.
in general, like, I feel like this is unfinished business. I mean, that's what's being implied by a lot of the community. I don't definitely Kaido. I don't know about when. Now, wait, define by going down. You mean like knocked out and then he just got
Kai-
beat and then he
Kaido
got
has to
kicked
die.
out, or
Kaido has to die. Ever since we've seen Kaido, he's been wanting death. How we got introduced to Kaido, is killing himself. I mean, jumping off the thing trying to kill himself, and then he's like,
hmm
"I've always want to die in a great war. That's my dream." You know what I mean? So
hmm
it's something he wants. So I think Kaido has to die. I think he dies in this war.
What is that?
Stu Will taking a piss right
Is
now.
he taking a piss? Oh my
It's the worst podcast ever.
Yo, my God.
Don't
Yo.
forget to like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. um. Yeah. Well, this is what I was telling Steven earlier, was that Kid has to play a big part in this, because this is just another Stampede all over again, bro. Instead of
Pretty
Bullet the
much.
instead of Bullet the enemy's Kaido.
All
Basically all
right.
the supernovas are there except for three, you
Except for
know,
three of
and
them.
we just saw Beige, and the intro to Kaido involved Oroge, and then we just saw right before that, before Wano we saw Bonnie. So I mean they're basically a little tied in, I guess you could say that, you know,
hmm
for the story's sake. But like, we don't know if Capone's about to come back and pull back up to Wano. We know that he just got back to his boat and they found Pound and shit. We don't know what their next move is. Maybe they're going back up all of them because they're with Lola. Maybe they find out, like, maybe Chiffon fills them in what the fuck just happened the past, like, 7 days ago, whatever the fuck that shit happened. Like
All
fucking
right.
3 hours ago, or whatever. I don't know how One Piece works, you know. But maybe you don't think Lola's gonna want to back up Nami when she hears about it from Chiffon? Bro, they're straight back to Wano.
All right.
Now that brings Capone back into the story. Now most of them are there. I don't know how Aruj will fit into this, or Bonnie. They probably don't, but
We know
it.
nothing about those two, bro.
Hmm? Yeah, like
I
so.
mean, actually, now here's a good time to bring up that one theory I heard a few months ago that I brought up to Eric. The idea that Bonnie has the same fruit that Odin's wife had.
Wait, what'd you say?
Um, huh?
What'd you say?
What was it?
What'd you just say? My bad.
I said there's a theory that a friend told me. It's not really popular. It's just, as far as I know, only one person has ever. I only heard this one person. The theory that the fruit that Bonnie has is the same fruit that Odin's wife had.
Mm,
As far as we know, what's her name again? I forgot her name. His wife.
Toki.
Toki, yeah. So as far as we know, Toki and Bonnie, they have unnamed fruits. We don't know the name of the fruit is. Um, and then what he was telling me was he thinks the fruit is called like the time fruit, and on uh and on the basic level. like for Bonnie. Bonnie's at the base level right now. Like assuming they both have the same fruit. The idea is whenever you touch somebody, you could pass time through them. You know what I'm saying? So you can make them younger, you can make them older, which is what happened with Bonnie's abilities. Whenever she touches somebody, they turn into a kid, they turn into a grown man, blah blah blah. But when you awaken the ability, you could send people through time.
Hmm.
And that's what Toki had. Huh? I mean, yeah, right, exactly. You can only travel to the future, exactly. Um, but the only and but I'm just like, all
Yeah.
right,
So
that's
how would
cool
she
and
go back
all,
to a girl?
huh?
So how would she go back to being a little girl from being an old lady?
What do you mean?
Like if she could only jump into the future with her fruit?
No, no, you can only push people into the future, like how Toki pushed the Scabbards, and you can only put them, you can only move them forward. You can't move them back into the past.
Oh, okay. So
That's what
same
he was saying.
concept.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Who?
I'm hip. Toki, she's from the Void Century.
So that being said, do y'all think she actually ended up dying in that burning castle? Because that's another thing
Probably not.
we never saw
Probably
that off
not.
screen either. You know what I mean?
She probably pushed herself like to like the end of One Piece. You know what I'm saying?
And we're
Because
gonna see
obviously she's
her at the
we're
end
gonna
of
see
One
her
Piece, and
at the yeah, we're probably
she's the
gonna
new
see her, yeah.
Kaguya, and then she's the main
Yeah.
villain. She's Kaguya the whole time. She's rocks.
Stop.
She's
Stop.
rocks.
Stop. 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 Stop.
She's
Stop.
rocks.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
And One Piece got ruined. Boom, just like Naruto.
Stop. But that's if the theory that I just brought up is false. Because if she did indeed die, because the thing is the whole theme with the whole with the there was a common thing with the flashback of the Odin flashback. There was devil fruits that we recognize, but they had different owners. You know, the Berry no Mean, which is now being held by Barto, was held by some old man that was close to Orochi. And then the clone fruit that's held by what's his face, Bon Clay, was also held by that woman who we know died. I mean, obviously she had to have died because now Bon Clay has the fruit. But remember, Kaido killed her before Odin was killed. So it's like there was a theme of fruit that we already know that's in the main story that had made an appearance in the flashback. So that's another thing that supports the theory. So Bonnie showing up I mean that's the only possible like remote tie that Bonnie has to Wano. And then the thing with Ace, I mean I'm not too informed about it. About that she's possibly Ace's fiance or something, or they had some type of relationship or some type of connection. Um, and then Ace, showing up at Wano, and then and how Ace was friends of Otama and everything. So it's a slight connection. I mean, not as slight as the other theory, but but Bonnie, I mean, Beiji has a more connection to Wano than Aruj and Bonnie do, because he's married to Chiffon and everything. So I could see Beiji showing up, like not out of choice, but because Chiffon. No, no, but because Lola tells Chiffon, and then Chiffon tells Beiji, and then it's like, oh, whatever, I gotta go because my wife is here, blah, 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 type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Chiffon kind of, let's be real, kind of controls him a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh man, yeah, but I can definitely see those two showing up. Erouge, I literally see no connection to Wano with Erouge, other than, but then again, no, Kaido was at that island, that Sky Island, with Erouge.
Yeah, that's what
What
I
other
said.
reason
But
with Erouge?
yeah, but he
Hmm.
only jumped off there because that's the highest point, right? Like that's what it
But
said.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
like,
but if you no, but if you read the manga, right? If you read the manga, Aruj is chilling up there. He had just survived some type of confrontation because he was covered in wounds and everything. And then they were like, "Boss, boss, boss! Some guys coming here." And then you see some big figure in the at the walking towards them. And then the next chapter, they had already talked about something. Who knows what the hell they talked about? And then Rouge says, "Let them go." And then Rouge does a prayer. And then that's when Kaido jumps off of the sky. I don't know. Every so the moment between those two chapters, there's some time Who knows how long it was? It could have been like an hour. It could have been 10 minutes. Who knows? There was some time that transpired between Kaido and Aruj. Obviously Aruj had nothing to do with Kaido. Who knows? I don't think he even knew that was Kaido. And then Kaido had nothing to do with Aruj. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Um,
he had to know because Kid and them knew right away when they saw it was Kaido. Like when
No,
he got up, they were like, "Oh,
obviously they knew, but they were in an alliance, so they had to know. But then, if you go back to the dialogue, Ruse was just like, "Who, like, let him do what he wants to do," because he didn't mention him by name, he didn't say anything about blah 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 blah. It was just like another guy to
yeah,
him. You know what
yeah."
I'm saying? So like, yeah, exactly. That's one thing that's people need to remember, bro. Oda, his dialogue and little, he paints with a tiny brush, bro. He paints with a small ass brush, like you know what I'm saying. Like he these
He
little
takes his
details.
time. Like
He takes his
it takes
exactly.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, so I doubt Aruj knew that was Kaido, and he might find out later on that it was Kaido, and then might say, "Oh, I respect this guy because he tried to kill himself. Like, I'm gonna show up and Wano help him out." You know what I'm saying? And then
You think
finds
he'll
out,
help Kaido?
I don't know. I'm just like
Nah,
no, no, no.
that's
I'm
crazy.
just throwing at straws. I'm just throwing stuff in the air. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything with concrete evidence or anything like that. I'm like, it's just I could. It's just that that's the only way I can see him showing up at Wano because of what happened at the Sky Island. Other than that, I don't see him showing up at Wano. Period. Like at all. Like so. It's just because honestly, out of all the supernova in the One Piece, bro, he's like the least. Not I don't want to say least interesting, but we know the least about him at all because Luffy has because we've seen all the straw all the and I want to talk to him, but we've seen all the supernova, since the time skip. But we've seen Aruj the least, and it's like Aruj and Bonnie the least. But it's just I don't know. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. Word.
Damn, Aruj is Toby Roppo. I was like, damn, Aruj is Toby Roppo. What is it?
Yo, Eric was telling me this the other day. They better answer the question. What the hell happened to Sabo, man? Because I need answers. Bro. That's true. Honestly, you're right because he did the same. He did the same thing with Ace. Because remember when after Ennie's lobby and then Ace lost to Blackbeard, and then the narrator was like, "This moment went down in history as something as this moment went down in history, and it was referred to as the trigger for a bigger event that would transpire, which was Marineford." So it was his background. No, I don't remember what he said. Oh, yeah, I do. I remember something like that. Yeah.
Let me ask you something. When we're getting close to the end, when we're getting close to Rafto, Luffy's close to finding the One Piece. Y'all think we have another time skip before that? Not separated like what happened, but like y'all think Luffy's older, or y'all think Luffy's still gonna stay the way he is, like whatever age he is now? Cause I don't think he's had a birthday.
Honestly, the only way I see a time skip happening is like, and I hate talking about like the end of One Piece or anything, but like let's say all right, because to answer your question, Eric, I don't see another time skip happening. Um, until the One Piece is found, and then what I see happening is, you know, they pretty much a parallel of what happened to the Roger Pirates. So they find the One Piece, something happens to Luffy, either he gets, he dies or something, blah 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 blah. And then there's like a 10 year, maybe 20 year time skip, and then it shows the Straw Hats, kind of like a Naruto ending type thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they show where everyone's
Individually,
at. Yeah, individually, like the crew might be separate. I mean, I don't know. That's the only. Even though I wouldn't like that, but that's the only way I could see a time skip happening. Um, within this story. Oh yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that. And then you got maybe Nami and like I'm trying to think. Nami doesn't really pair with anybody. Well, Robin maybe.
Nah, Robin's
Yeah.
always been Dolo. She might still remain Dolo, bro.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or Nami and Sanji. Y'all think y'all think if she ends up? Oh no, Oda said no Straw Hat love
No,
between the
right,
Straw
no,
Hats, right?
no, no love among the Strongest.
If
Yeah.
it were to happen, yeah, if it were to happen, who would y'all want Nami with, Sanji or Luffy? I'd want her with Sanji personally. Hancock and Luffy would be pretty sick.
Man, I feel like it's gonna happen eventually.
Yo, let me tell you something. I mean, let me ask you something. Y'all really think this thing Kobe's about to pull up on Boa and beat her? Me either.
Yes, but not fairly. It's gonna be some type of cheese. It might be like he mentioned Luffy's name and then blah, 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 and then Boa just goes Luffy and then she submits because she finds out that Kobe is actually a friend of Luffy or something and then blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I could see happening. Like something along those lines. But in terms of like he walks up and goes serious and then tries to it's gonna be a repeat of what happened to him at Marineford when he tried fighting Luffy. It's gonna be a repeat of that. Like
Yeah, I was about to say, cause
he said, what? Oh my gosh, bro! There has to be at least an admiral on one of those ships because they're not taking Mihawk alive with just like when I seen that I was like, well, and he was excited too. It's a crazy thing, bro. He was like, I don't remember the last time I had to really fight for my life or something like that. Yeah,
oh man,
but
I guess we could. Let's say I guess we could wrap it up here.
yeah, that
We
was like
definitely
40
went.
minutes.
As I said, we definitely went super off topic everywhere. We'll be more structured next episode. Yeah, exactly. We'll be more structured next, but yeah, all around it was good, dude. I mean, the chapter, like I said, it was a good chapter. If if we want to go over a little quick thing again before we end it, that'd be fine. But like, I think the Yamato. I'll end my statement with like that Yamato reveal was dope. I really didn't see her being a woman. I didn't expect that. I just didn't see
Hmm.
that. It was good. I loved it. It was good. I'm not mad at it. What were you gonna say? Oh, I think I think we get an Ace and Yamato flashback. If not,
Ace.
yeah, 'cause she was like, you remind me of Ace, so
Oh, that's right.
she knows Ace. So yeah, it was hinted, right? It was hinted at that they had good clashes, right? That's what it was.
Mm.
So I think we get an Ace and Yamato flashback, or we cut to something else, man. We had to cut back to like what else was going on in the world before this that had like that was relevant. I think the Reverie might be too soon to go back to that. You think so?
Yeah, Acts. Yeah. Yeah, he
Mm.
switched to Black when Act One ended, and then when Act Two ended, he did the what's it called, the bounties and the newspaper joint.
Oh, super fire.
I will say this: the Yamato reveal. Here's one thing I like. It's you could tell Oda has growth because I don't know if you guys watched Joy Boy, but Joy Boy made a very good point. He said it was either Joy Boy or Grand Line Review, I don't remember. He was saying back at chapter 5, the Zoro flashback, Zoro's backstory or whatever, and then I always forget the girl's name. The girl that was with Zoro, and how she was pretty much told that she will never be as strong as any man because she's a girl. You know what I'm saying? And here we are in Wano with, Kato's daughter, who is strong enough to, pull off his moves. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and I like this growth that the Oda has. You know what I'm saying? I mean, good. Right. And it's just and it's like, and honestly, like it was Joy, that said this because I'm about to quote him. He says nobody watches One Piece to see strong, women. Like he said that like I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but it's like
Yeah, it
he
was
just don't
Joba.
expect that.
It was
Yeah,
the
you just don't
politics
expect
of
that.
One Piece. I've seen that episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
Shout
like
out to
you don't
Joyba.
expect that, and it's like and it's good. You gotta really gotta commend Oda for trying because Oda he let's be real he touches controversial topics, but in a manner that makes it enjoyable to watch. Like, you know, like the Okama arc or segment in Impel Down, bro, one of my favorite moments in One Piece, bro. Like, and I'm not the type of person to say that I'm with or against them for real, but it's like it's you can't watch that and not feel you know what's the word? At least me personally, you can't watch that and think, oh man, these people are terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good representation, but it's like in a very goofy and well handled way. You know what I'm saying? And then he's doing the same thing with what's his face? Yamato here. Like it's not forced. It's not like he's pushing an agenda or anything like that. It's there. It's getting his purpose done, and it's just I really I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? That too.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. Dude, that storytelling's so dope. Cause like yeah, exactly. I mean the writing is so dope. Cause it's like yeah, you bring something up. No, it's more about
Hmm.
the stories. Me and Ed had this conversation how One Piece has the way better fights than Naruto has way better
Naruto has
fights than
more.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Naruto has much better fights. Yeah.
bro. I
Um,
bro,
Naruto
you
is more fight driven.
I think the last good fight we had was Katakuri and Luffy, and it was more about, and it wasn't even about like the fight itself. It was what the fight stood for. These two men just in their fucking pride and like who's stronger, who's better type shit. You know what I mean? And it goes yeah exactly. It goes from one dude talking down to the other to then telling him that he sees him as on his level and then stabs himself for that dude so he can have an even fair advantage. Like it's
Hmm.
so dope. But like visually and like stuff like that, like even with the anime and shit, yeah, nah, none of them fights compared to Naruto. Don't get me wrong though, that one Pain fight is so shitty. Like when you see Pain's face like warping.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like the Luffy versus Lucci fight is better than some fights in Naruto, if you ask me. Personally, personally, yeah. But overall, Naruto's fights are way better, like without a doubt. Like that's not even something I could even attempt to like argue against. Like it's exactly. I mean, like I said, Naruto is more fight driven. I mean, most shonen are like like I mean Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I can't really speak for Bleach. I ain't seen Bleach. But it's just. But the anime that are more story driven are the ones that I draw to more, like Attack on Titan. You know what I'm saying? Like the fights in Attack on Titan aren't even all that good. If we're being real, Attack on Titan fights are even all that good. But 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 the story is amazing, bro. Like it's just so that's why I love One Piece so much. Like it's because honestly, it was even the fights that got me hooked to One Piece. You know what I'm saying? It's just it was the story, 100%. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo, the
I
storytelling on
gotta, I gotta
Berserk is
watch
pretty
it.
fucking nuts, dude. Yeah, there's no comic relief, and if it is, it's like something really tiny. It'll probably be like the annoying fairy or something stupid. Yo, yo, if you're on the verge of if you're mad at someone, don't read Berserk. It'll push you to the edge. All right, we can end it here. We can end it here.
All right.
Next chapter. Yo, so yeah, we definitely end it for next chapter. We might have to do another one next week too. I was thinking about doing one, at least one once a week. Maybe we could. The next one could be like a specific One Piece topic, and like try not to get off like tangents.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So yeah, guys, the Grand Fleet Podcast, episode 1. Your boy Eric. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, man. Pretty much what they said. I mean, I got nothing. I got nothing. But yeah, just stay safe out there, bro. You know, first episode of the Grand Fleet. Yeah, Grand Fleet podcast. I'm tripping right now. Jesus. Um,
Go eat,
I need to
bro.
eat. This
Go
I gotta
eat.
eat. Yeah,
Yup, yo, I
I
knew right
gotta
away,
eat.
bro. You gotta
I
eat.
gotta eat. But yeah, I'll take it easy. Hope we have more things that come forward. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Peace.